Hi everyone, my name is Stefan Singh, and this is my submission for the Beyond the Classroom assignment, Auto Finance. The purpose of the assignment is to create a spreadsheet to calculate the monthly payment of a new car based on the purchase price, the APR, the down payment, and the years to repay the loan. My monthly budget is $500, and based on the estimated monthly payment, I should be able to determine whether or not I can afford the cars that I'm currently evaluating. In this spreadsheet, the first task was to input the date in cell A4 using a formula. As you can see, I used the today function in the parentheses, and that returned the current date. I then calculated the down payment on the stipulated rate of 5%. So the down payment rate is 5% multiplied by the cost of the car. So again, in the first case, the cost of the car was $20,000. Looking at the formula, I pretty much multiplied A12, which is the cost of the car, by D4, the down payment rate. I made D4 absolute, so I was able to copy it down all the way to the other cells and calculating the specific down payment for each car. The next task was to research the current APR for a 5-year auto loan. A quick Google search landed me on the Bank of America, and I found that the APR was actually 2.84%. As you can see here, and 2.84%. And now we want to calculate the monthly payments based on all the information we have. So I have used the PMT, or the payment function. The PMT function calculates payments for a loan with a fixed amount at a fixed periodic rate for a fixed time. In this function, I use the 3 arguments: the rate, the interest rate, and the number of payment periods, and the present value. So if I can quickly go to the formula, I can show you the first part of the formula, which is, in the first case, it would be D5, and D5 is the APR, or the rate, and then there's a comma, and then I want to get the total number of payment periods. The total number of payment periods in this case was a bit tricky because I had to calculate the number of years and the number of payments per year. So the total number of payment periods, as you can see over here in the yellow box, it's 5 times 12, or D6 times D7. And I also wanted to calculate my present value, which is the PV. The PV is calculated by subtracting the down payment from the cost of the car, or A12 minus B12 in this case. And it should come up with a negative value because PV is debt, and debt is a negative value. So in the first case, the first car, the total monthly payment is $663, and that is very expensive. And based on this guy's history, or this college student's history, then I don't think that he might be able to afford this. But yeah, those are some very high down payments for a $20,000 car. And so yeah, and this is where we move on to the next step, in which we want to figure out the viability. So it's a quick if function to figure out whether or not these monthly down payments fall into his budget. And they actually don't. So as you can see, they all return an NA value. So the one thing I learned from the exercise was the PMT function. I now understand the basis of those fancy loan calculators on a dealer's website. So this will actually give me an extra bargaining tool when I decide to buy my next car. Knowledge is definitely power. Thank you.